Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Eric, and I am going to take you through the first part of your gym orientation. I thought it would be wise to just send anybody who is interested in their gym orientation and in personal training a way to just kind of get to the nitty-gritty, basically, of what it's all about and what we have to offer here, and a little bit about my background. The first thing I'd like to talk about, though, is the value of time. And one thing as a trainer, I've been doing this for 24 years now, that I've realized that my time is valuable, my client's time is valuable. And that's why it behooves anybody that doesn't have a sound knowledge base of exercise, because it is a science. In fact, people spend 4 years and get their masters in it because there's a lot to learn and a lot to know. And it gets actually pretty complex now in our day and age of being sedentary and posture being terrible and things of that nature. Because as a PE and health teacher, we are a nation of the unfittest, unhealthiest people ever. In fact, I was an elementary teacher past few years, and every year these kids were unfit and unhealthier every year. So it still hasn't stopped, and the research is out there to back what I'm talking about. Anyways, the value of time. So over the years, I've talked to potential clients and spent a lot of wasted time. So if your motivation is nothing, let's say your motivation is 10 is the highest. If you're not motivated, if 7 or higher, then I would recommend that you shut this video off, call the gym up, and maybe not. So basically, you're going to get a text from me and let me know that, hey, I'm really not that motivated. I was kind of pushed into this somehow, and let's stop it right there and not waste each other's time. If you're motivated to take care of your health and to get stronger and healthier and look better, and you are highly motivated, then continue on, and I'm all yours. And if training is something that you're interested or not interested in, I'm more than happy to take you through the orientation either way. So the gym offers the orientation because they want to show you the trainers, because obviously most people join the gym for results. If some people want to talk, and there are those people that just want to use it for social reasons, and that's good for them as well. But most people want results, and the gym is offering you a expert in personal training because they know that you're going to maximize your results. In fact, there was an old study I remember back when I first started training in the 2000s that showed that about 95% of people that work with trainers get results, compared to a very, very small percent that don't get results when they go on their own. And so with that being said, the orientation, I'm going to take you through a 30-minute workout, and you're going to see that's all you're going to really need. And in that 30-minute workout, it's called a dumbbell matrix. I learned this through a physical therapist named Gary Gray, who is one of the top trainers in the world. Is part of the Gray Institute and trains on everybody from Navy SEALs to pro athletes. And with that being said, I want to show you in 30 minutes through just dumbbells and body weight, which are probably the two best means to an exercise program. And you can see with very little equipment, you can get a really good workout, and it'll be a full body workout. I want to make sure that I don't destroy you, and it's hard to kind of estimate with clients too, what weight's going to work for them. So I want you to know, as I progress if you want to go with the training, I'll be able to zero in on your weights better, because that's part that does get complicated. And If you want to get destroyed, I would ask you to go to another trainer and do that, because I'm not that kind of guy. I'd rather you get the benefits of it and not get so destroyed that you can't walk or wash your hair the next day. In fact, what we want to do is the biggest thing, especially, is being consistent of getting in the gym. That's why a lot of times 30-minute workouts are very good for somebody that's just beginning, to get them in the gym and just start there. You want to just small steps first, right? A lot of people just can't even get themselves to the gym. With that being said, I want to know your issues. So after this, if you can text me, or if I forget, I should ask you that when we meet at the gym, what your issues are, if you have any shoulder problems, or if there's movements that have caused you injury, or things that you want to fix. I need to know that right off the bat. And also maybe like what your consistency is. Like, have you been going to the gym for the last year? Are you completely new? Have you not touched a weight in your life? Those things are important, and the more information you text me and get back to me, the better the session will be. After the session, then what I'm going to do is bring you to one of our gym representatives that can discuss more about the options of training. And again, as a trainer, I highly recommend it. And you can just always look at the price and look what best fits into your schedule. Most people will spend more money and stuff like that on materialistic things, such as cars and trinkets and stuff like that, than they will would on their own health, which amazes me, because health is wealth. If you don't know that old quote, and it's an old quote for a reason, because most people discover that, especially in times of sickness, how really important it is. And with COVID, I thought that would put a big fire under people's butts to get them in the gym, because it's one of the best ways to fight it. In fact, all the studies that are out now have shown that the least amount of body fat, the more cardiovascular conditioning that you are, the more muscle mass that you have on the better able you are to get rid of COVID and not have severe symptoms. And let alone just COVID, but all diseases, period. And if you want to, like, I'll give you links to my so going to have my YouTube channel, but through that, on my playlist, there's literally videos that will have the research paper on there, so you know that I'm not just kind of pulling this out my butt, that I'm speaking the truth. So in this day and age, it is crucial that we take care of our body. My background, if you look at my profile through this, and I don't want to get too in depth with this, and then I'll link you to my Instagram profile, but on my profile, you can see all the certifications and my experience. I've trained everybody from pre-K 3-year-olds all the way to 90-year-olds, amateur athletes to pro athletes. In fact, I still have a pro athlete that I train online, and college athletes that I train. I worked as a strength coach down at the University of North Carolina at Wilmington with Division I athletes. One of my latest things is I just put together a conditioning program for the Hamburg baseball team, the Hamburg Dogs, and just a simple program I put together just recently for somebody just looking at weight loss. I have a strong background in rehabilitation because I was in a car accident when I was trained in Miami. Lost 15% functioning and nerve damage on the right side of my body. Literally had to reteach myself how to walk. I had physical therapists and acupuncturists. I went through the whole range of professionals that could not help me. And then through seminars and educating myself, had taught myself. And so I know the huge importance of posture, of making sure that you prevent injury, and corrective exercises. Yoga is another thing that I've been teaching now for the last, it's almost been 20 years now. And I see the importance of mindfulness, which is being in the present moment, of being fully engaged in what you do. And when you do that, and when my clients do that, it maximizes the results. So I really started doing that when I started training pro athletes, because I said, well, what's going to make the difference between you coming to a trainer than somebody else is that I need you 100% focused on here and now and what we're doing, and not in your head about what's going on tomorrow, or who cut you off on the road today, and those things. And it has a strong carryover, because as a health teacher, one of the things that I had to teach, and I believe that's why I love training and I love health and teaching it so much, because it is not just what you get the results in the gym. It's what the results you get in the gym carry over into your day to day. So when you are physically healthy, when you take care of this temple, right, and this vehicle that gets you through life. I always joke with my students and say, do you want a beat up old jalopy that gets you through the life, or you want a sweet Ferrari or a diesel truck that is strong and capable, and that's not going to poop out on you, getting you through life? Because when you take care of this, it then transfers over into mental health, spiritual health, because we all know that what you eat and the way you move and physical activity literally regulates your hormones, serotonin, dopamine, which are linked to your emotions, which link to anxiety and depression, which has a huge thing on mental health. And when your physical health and mental health are good, then you can reach that spiritual health thing, which is character building. So when you're taking care of yourself, the reason I kind of got out of teaching is because a lot of my students aren't disciplined. I don't want to deal with those people anymore. I want to deal with people that are serious and that have the discipline. And most people that step foot in the gym, most athletes that are athletes, are for a reason, because they have discipline more so than the average person. And we know that this day and age that most people don't have the discipline, because this is the unfittest, unhealthiest we've ever been in our life. And there's only a small portion of people that actually take care of themselves. I think we're over 65% now of men and women that would be considered unhealthy and unfit or overweight, and that would even be even higher. And to look at people in the gym that are the strongest people that are in the gym, and if you went in the gym, you would realize that even out of those strong, disciplined people, they do things wrong. They do things, guys are just working their upper body and their legs are skinny, and they're creating these imbalances, and they're not what you would even consider healthy. There's only even a small portion of those people. That's why it's so crucial, and why I believe, and that's why I am a trainer, and why I believe that you will get the results that you need. And so I ask you to go on my Instagram page. So because I have actually, if you go through and you kind of got to dig in there a little deep, I've posted just over the years all the write-ups I've had with clients over the years, and group training and things like that, what I was able to accomplish with them from their words. So that way you can see that I do get results, and I'm here if you need me. And with that being said, hope to see you soon.